Alright, I'm coming in because I want to air some thoughts out. I'm not gonna lie, I went and looked at your sister's account and was just looking for pictures to try and find pictures of you so I could see different pictures of you that I haven't seen yet. I found a few on some guy's account that he posted of you two kissing his cheek, and then just also you and him, and then there's a few of you and your sister. So just seeing you from different angles, just like, oh my God, I can't even take, like just seeing a whole different picture of you I've never seen before. Oh my God, I'm like glitching, like. So I'm like trying to figure this out now because I'm like sitting around for the last hour and I'm like thinking about how I feel. And it's like, okay, so you're an image in my head. That's why like I'm like somewhat stuck because I can't reach out to you because I'm like, even if you were to say, hey, let's FaceTime, like that whole image in my head like goes away and now it refreshes to what now the new image is. And I'm somewhat looking around for the image all the time. Like, so I just see a new picture of you there, and then it throws me into all these different like timeline perceptions, right? Because I'm now looking for something, and I feel like I'm intuitively continuing to magnetize to like figuring out like what the fuck's going on here. So if you're just the image to me, like I can't articulate bringing you into my now time space. I'm somewhat stuck here, not able to interact with the three dimension because I have this flashing image in my subconscious that I can't like reset, which is your face, your image, like the image of you and your body, how I feel around you. And that was mixed in with the environment of everything that was happening. And then it got cut off because the environment closed down. And then now I've just like been just seeing it in the back of my mind ever since. What could have been. So I don't know if like, yeah, like, I mean, I feel like somehow like this is a little freakish because my biomechanics are entrained to do something, yet like our minds are telling us something else that we've been taught, like even the systems. Like if I walk in and tell someone something about these thoughts, they think I'm crazy. Like, you know, like the schizophrenia, it's all that type of stuff. So like I am trying to reach you in a way that like I don't even know how to. This is like a brand new like mechanism because like all these like there's like a back network society going on here that I'm like a part of, that I didn't know I was a part of, that now I'm like I have to somewhat step up for myself, but I don't know how that relates to all these characters involved, and how does that relate with you and your character and like what you're involved in? Like I just now have to start telling stories. Let's start sharing things. Like my story with you is kind of like now mostly out of the way, like on the public side, but privately, like I think I'm gonna have to get a message to you like by next weekend. Before my birthday. Because I feel if I don't, I'm just gonna keep recreating this image. I'm not gonna be able to like make any like movements. I'm stuck on the image. So I need to like kind of recalibrate with you on the image of like, hey, did you send this? Or did you not? Like, and if you did send it, do you still feel this way? Because I'd like to talk to you about stuff. At the very least, I'd like to talk to you about Kelly Thompson. Like I'm struggling with my memories because I didn't like, you know, like I didn't realize like how much I buried with you, how I felt about women, about you specifically. You know, like that's the thing. Like it just seems weird. I just pour out all this like emotion on that last message, and then you just cut it off. Like it seems more that like there'd be a reason for him to say cut it off. It's like, oh no, he sees that. Oh no. So then now he's like, oh no, it's like 12 years of time. He double backs. He hears something might be happening. Like double deletes his fucking account. Like what the fuck? Like deletes the fucking whole account. Like of LinkedIn. That has nothing to do. Like I haven't never contacted anybody. It means like I'm really onto something in the back network stuff. Like, and that was just a tell. Like even if something was fishy, don't delete the account. That draws attention. It drew attention to me to be like, whoa, the fuck was that? You know, like, so I want to make sure I'm not like repeating trauma like with you and thinking like I need to be like I really want to start getting active, planning out how to approach you. Even if I'm just talking about like what am I supposed to do? Never come back to London? Like I don't understand. Like with my own like field here, like I was never planning not to return to London. I just was trying to get set up here before I go north, and one thing's leading to another, and I'm realizing like, well, I can't get back to London because I'm like recreating like the fear of seeing you. Like remember? It's like, where's Kelly? Where's Kelly? And then Kelly's there. Oh shit, I gotta get out of here. It's like, it's consciousness. It's all like, there's nowhere to run to. And like, even me, I can't run back up to London. Like, I'm not, you know what I mean? Like, I'm more bringing this whole like temple into the London space. Or I'm bringing London space around my temple. Like just the energy of me alone in a temple is like exhausting now. Like having, but like, I mean, how am I gonna have you around like that? That's not, doesn't work either because you got your kids. It's just like the thought of having you around is really where I need to be at, and I need like 3 years. I need like years to do my own work, really. But like that's why like if we were talking in the tech, and there was a now time space communication in the tech, and I could be totally open with things going on, and you're somewhat open, and you need it too. Like I want to formulate this reality for us. I don't think it's me getting there and then me showing you this and then you getting the time capsule. I gotta figure out how to reach you in the tech, and then we FaceTime for a while, and then I tell you about this, and then we start doing the time capsule. Because like physically, like I feel I'm gonna have to go through this program with my parents, because like it's just the way it has to play out. And like talking with you about things, and like I really want to get through to you, be like, give it a week, let that settle down. He deleted the account, and then now pop back in, maybe like get a message, because then you're gonna have to confront him and be like, yo, did you send this or not? Because I could see you in your mind being like, whoa, I didn't send this. Like, you're gonna be like, what the fuck? Like your Canadian friggin' mothership is like, would probably be like my grandmother, you know, and be like, well, you know, fucking laying down the law, like, whoa, who's sending this? Like, that's why I feel like I have to time capsule everything, so you know where I'm at with everything, because like, I ain't trying to ruin nobody's world, like, but like, I'm drowning in how I feel about you, and I need to either figure out, do I go to this place and work it through with professionals and come out of this place, you know, knowing to work it through, or do I like, am I somewhat now working it through with you because you're on the same page as me this whole time? I would rather work, you know, be like doing it with you, and then like if I'm on point with everything, like I feel like I am, I feel like you're gonna be thinking of me. But your name's changed. YKM. Kelly K. M. The ties in London are deep, I know, and I never stuck my nose in anything. I never even got involved with any conversations, even with Prestige and his friends. It was like strictly boundary. It's like, I'm that guy. Now I come back in because I knew I was gonna have this power at the end of the day. Like a straight up pharaoh. Me and you, pharaoh couple forever. Like legit. Right? Like, if you think about it, like, I'm like your kid. I dress like, dress like a kid, act like a kid. I'm like a little kid talking to you about the world. That's where I think I'm going to be spot on, and it's just going to be like, oh my God, like my kid's talking to me in my tech, but my kid is my lover, because the kid is the mom's lover. That's what the babies are, the mom's lover. So like, that's why it's a mini me. It's a mini lover. I'm a lover. It's just the way it is. Like, I'm looking for like I'm not picturing what I'm picturing yet until probably 28. And I'm like, what's happening here? And you already said goodbye for 3 years before that. So by the time I'm 28, I'm like, you know, the picture of the lover is like, I can't see it, right? Like, I'm looking for it, like, but I can never see it. And then now I'm at this place where I know I can't see it, and I'm committing to myself. And then I get back to the memories, and then reflect back to us, and then I'm like, that's how I felt with you. It's like I couldn't see it. It's like, so then you're the point of the feel in the image. So like, the answer isn't, oh, now I find you and it's all set. It's just, I found myself in my own memory. Like, tree the forest doesn't fall, you know, make a sound, whatever. Like, me doing this for a month before it popped in where he's now deleting the account. Like, I'm somewhat starting to vibrate things by being aware of our conversation that we faked. That's why it's getting deleted so quickly. That's all it was, is a simple colon. Drew colon. It was the colon that really throws it off. And then everything else, domino effects into it. The fact that there was a colon. You don't write to me, colon. Drew colon. At the very least, you do a comma. most standard ... Like, you don't do colon. Like, you're not addressing a business associate. Like, there's no way to reach you. I mean, I'm gonna have to like find. I'm gonna have to do a private search to get your phone number, so I know that I'd be connecting right to you directly with phone number. I'll just call you from a *67 number and see what happens. Like, hi Kelly, hey, it's Drew Larman. I have something to share with you. You know, something quick to get you to like 5 minutes of attention, and just be like, 12 years ago, you sent me a message on Facebook and said, you know, what you said, and I said, and I just re-looked at it a few months ago, and I'm thinking that it might not have been sent by you. You know, just real simple like that. So I was like, I made 50 hours of film dedicated to talking to you. And I don't know, like, and then see where it goes from there. I don't know, like, I'm kind of talking out loud right now. Right? You're in the time capsule of me right now because, like, you could see, like I'm your fucking lover. Like I saw those other pictures of you, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm like hyperventilating. Like I could fucking look at a million pictures of a million women, and nobody has an effect like that on me. Like, I don't know, like that's a tech. That's like a fucking, we're like a technology. Like people and us together. Like, think about like the times back then. Think about the times now. We're like integrated. We're almost like fucking in a war with the fucking devices. Think about how easy it would have been to like be together had we had devices back then that we do now. You know, our issue was that we couldn't even communicate. Because, so like, that's why like, this whole realm here is like the way time works. Giant trick trap. And for that I love you, because you're tricking me every day. And I love you for it. Trick or treat. Trick. Heart. Flicker. Beat. Beat, right? I'm like your kid. I'm your lover talking to you, right? In the womb. You make love. Like, technically I'm coming, we're making love, like, part of the womb, right? Like, we're in the womb together. We make love. Like, there's no other way around it. Like, we know we're lovers. Like, I have always tried to get romantic with other women and go poetic and pretty like fucking deep poetic, and like they get squirmy. It's weird for them. I somewhat feel uncomfortable with doing it with some women, but I know it's what I need to do. But like doing it with you, looking at your picture, thinking about it, and all that, like I am just. It's not even like it's just flowing out of me, like the poetic romance. Like you ain't seen none yet. I'm gonna romance you forever. Like Pharaoh, like you're Pharaoh queen forever. Like serenade you, like you know, like sharing what more and more of what I am with you. Like 24/7 space. Think about the vibration of us just being around each other. We are now the city, and that whole event embodied in now 2 people. That's what we are now. And now everyone else, the characters that were the winners, have now played out their contract. And now they're now gonna look back at us, and they're like, whoa, we didn't win shit. you know, they want it for us. Whoa. And then now it's just us as a picture in the sky, like the moon. It's just there forever now. So then if our person shows up anywhere, then it's like, oh, the picture's now, it's like the picture is the Batman, like, light in the sky. And then now if we're walking on the ground, it's like, oh, it comes down and it, like, now it's walking around. And now they can interact with the Matrix. Like, it won't even matter, like, because I went to the NHL and did something, and then I'm like a gangster, like, look at me. Now I stand there next to those guys, I outshine those guys by like 10 times. I stand next to even Perry, and it's like, whoa, that's Drew Larman. Like the whole, whoa, that's Corey Perry, like, phase is now over. And now they're like, oh, that's Drew Larman. Now I have that power of banging all the women. But I don't. You know, without anyone knowing who I was. Like, but back then it wasn't like women weren't really throwing themselves on me. Like, they didn't know who I was. I wasn't like a known knight, you know. So then, like, now it reverses, but then I hold the stage where we clean it up. And then me and you sit there. And they get watched. And we watch the party. Like we love to do, people watch. Love people partying, so that then I get up once in a while and do a shaman dance with them and stuff. And so they get some attention like that, and then there's other people doing all sorts of stuff. You know, with the shaman. People are throwing up, you know, because it's part of the detox. So now I bring this whole thing back to London. And you're sitting on my lap forever. Just like in the beginning. And now, like, you know, so now all that vibration of the wind and the city's, like, excitement and, like, stamp of, like, putting it on the map, putting London on the map, is now embodied in these two people. And now I go to the 2016 Mem Cup team and I create a movie about them, right? And so, like, now that's my healing, because now I get to be a full producer of a whole team I wasn't even involved with, but has the foundation of me. Like, I'll film the guy that was sitting in my stall. You know, I'll make a story about him, and I'll anchor the story around him, and then, like, that'll link back to me, my story, and, like, as a producer, I'll slip that in, you know, and then that links back to, like, my whole fucking network of stories. So, like, now I get to live in London, you know, with the energy of you around me, the love of it, and I work on my filmmaking with you. And the filmmaking is what threw me out of London, because, like, someone technically invaded my privacy by filming me without my consent, and then showing someone without my consent. If I have a heads up there that you were shown a video and you say you were making out with some girl, I tell you, I was giving away a baseball card, you know, like, it was nothing. You know, like, I immediately have a different response. Like, there's all these different, like, fucking protocols, like, of, like, how fucking, like, because you're technically black magic. You're opening into black magic spiritual, like, energy as soon as you fucking turn the camera on. So that guy's, like, opened up a black portal. He opened up a black portal, like, of space by filming, and then showing it to another conceptualized being that conceptualized something, and then I conceptualized it because you conceptualized it. So it's like that, all that energy is gonna fling off and, like, go somewhere. And as a producer, I'm like, holy shit, fireworks. I'm like already catching it all 30 years later. Because I'm like, I'm the guy sitting there like this, not moving, making all the pieces happen. Because I make this whole thing, like, regardless if I talk to you or not, like, I still make the story part of the conversation. Like, I'm gonna go on my bike, go for a little ride.